Hi everyone, I'm Claire.
And I'm John.
And today we're talking about Unit 2, Return of the Tourists. So obviously this is an article about foreign travel and tourism and the post-COVID situation.
Yeah. It kind of sounds a little ominous, the title, and that's because there's a lot of people having a hard time because tourists aren't returning.
Yes, sometimes we want the tourists to come back.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Well, yes, that's part of the interest of this article. Do you plan on traveling this summer?
Yeah, I don't plan on a very big trip or anything, but some small trips here and there. A couple days off, go here and there. Although I am planning a trip to go down south in Korea to a city called Busan. And I'll be there 4 days? 5 days? So it's a decent vacation, but it's my first time back in 5 years. And my first trip, Busan people, was pretty bad, so I'm expecting something a little bit better this time.
Oh, I see. I might ask you to share some of those details a bit later. Sounds
Are you a summer vacationer?
Not usually.
Okay.
I think being an English teacher, peak season is the summer vacation period and the winter vacation period. So I'm usually a spring or fall vacationer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's typically a March one for me.
But I actually prefer that because I don't really like the super hot weather or the super cold weather. I prefer the kind of in-between stages, moderate climate in Britain is what I'm used to. So that's my preference.
Have you seen any foreign tourists in your city recently? And we won't go for our home cities, we'll go for Seoul, I guess.
Well, I've been back in Myeongdong. It's very close to where I work, and it is starting to fill up a little bit. But it's definitely not back to its packed, thronging atmosphere that it used to be.
Yeah, I don't live there, but I went to Itaewon, kind of a hot place for foreign tourism in Korea, and it was a ghost town almost.
Oh, still.
Still, I mean, people, but I don't think they were tourists. I think they were living there.
It's just the locals.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I do wonder what is happening for people who work in the tourist industry, if they're feeling any improvement yet.
I've heard not really.
Oh, no.
A bit better, but not as much as they should.
Now it's time to read the article.
Unit 2, Return of the Tourists. Many Southeast Asian countries used to count on Chinese tourists to visit, spend, and boost their economies. But the COVID-19 pandemic has put a stop to that. For the time being, China seems determined to stick to strict quarantine rules and travel restrictions, meaning almost nobody from there is taking a foreign vacation at the moment. The effects of this are devastating for Southeast Asian economies, and people there are hoping things get back to normal as quickly as possible.